say I love this season of Bad Girls Club. I took a break from Bad Girls Club for a couple seasons, and I had to come back this season. And let me say, you are the main reason.
Oh my God, really?
Yes, really.
Oh my God, that was 100% me, like all day. I act just like that.
People were telling me, like, you have to come back and watch the show. You have to see this girl named Judi. And I'm like, I gotta see it. And ever since, I've been hooked.
Oh my God, I'm so happy you like it.
So let me ask you, how was your experience doing this show, being in the house with all of those females?
Well, it was a very different experience. Like, I'm an only child, so I never really had to, like, worry about living with anybody else except for, like, my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And moving in a house with 6 other girls with different personalities, there were times that it was stressful and there were times that it was fun. But unfortunately, like, we're casted to, like, get into it with each other. So, I mean, it was literally waking up every day just knowing that eventually you were going to argue with somebody. It was very, very different.
Mm-hmm.
I could say that. But I would never take the experience back because it was a lot of fun. Like, New Orleans was fun. Everything was like a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And I really enjoyed myself overall.
Okay, now being on the show, and I've been watching the show, and I see that, like, everyone in the house was starting to hate Judi. Now, being the center of everybody not liking you, how did you feel?
You know, when I first went into the house, all the girls were against me in the beginning. Like, I got drunk, I went to the club, I met boys. Like, I really didn't understand what the issue was the first night, and I spazzed out. So I can understand, like, why at first I got off on a bad foot with the girls. But, like, literally throughout the season, I tried to change. I tried to calm down. See, in Chicago, me and my girls get it cracking like that. I didn't understand, like, what the problem was. I'm 22, I'm young. Like, what am I doing wrong? Nothing. Go on the Bad Girls Club. Like, that's what we're supposed to do. Drink and have fun and act a fool. And, like, everybody just had such a problem with it. So throughout the season, it was, like, every day, the same stuff. And by the end of the season, I just started not to care. Like, you just start to get a tough skin, a tough exterior, and you just realize, like, well, fuck it. If you don't like me, somebody else will. And I didn't come in this house with you, and I'm not leaving without you. So, it hurted my feelings. I'm a very sensitive person. But one day you just have to man up and realize all you can depend on is yourself.
Yes. Now, was there anybody in the house that you felt like that you were really betrayed by?
I really do feel like Nastasia, like, I love her. That's my friend. But watching some of the episodes, like, I knew that, she was planning on getting Tasha out of the house. But as far as, like, her and Shelly going out to breakfast and talking about, like, getting me out the house, too, like, I didn't really know that happened. And even though Nastasia says that she did it to scare me and stuff, it's like, you really didn't have to do that. Like, I was really crying. I was really hurt. And it's not like you just did that for one day. This went on for about 2 weeks. So it was like, yeah, I do feel like some of the stuff that Nastasia did wasn't in my best interest. But at the end of the day, I do know she loves me. So it's kind of like, it goes both ways for me.
Yeah.
I'm a really forgiving person, so.
This week, I was like, oh my God, they have Judi crying. No, I do not like this.
Oh my God, no, seriously, I was so hurt. My feelings are, like, really, really hurt. I can't even describe, like, how I feel. Like, you come back from vacation and, like, your best friend is, like, packing up your stuff. It wasn't a good feeling.
No, it didn't seem like a good feeling. Now, how was the vacation with all of the girls, beside from what we saw on the show?
Yeah, what's so crazy? They edited our vacation so short. Like, that's the first time a vacation on Bad Girls Club has ever been so short. And I guess it's because, like, we're filled with drama, so they have to, like, squeeze everything in. And I think with the first season was more than 12 episodes. It's a lot that went on. Like, in my Barbados, you guys just saw the half of it. Like, I mean, there was, like, literally a lot of drama going on. In Barbados, I basically hung out with Cheyenne because, you know, me and Estafia were really on good terms. I didn't mess with Angie. Like, I thought she was completely phony, so why would I be around that? Like, I love Sierra, but, you know, Sierra was with Estafia. And it was like in Barbados, all of them had this plan to, like, get Angie to tell Nastasia what happened to her contact. So, like, they were so focused on, like, oh, this big plan and, like, this and that. And Shelly was just an idiot throughout the whole season. So, like, seriously. So, I'm like, you know what? Cheyenne wants to have fun. She's due. Let's do it. And me and Cheyenne, literally, we met so many Barbadian, like, girls out there. We took shots. We were dancing. We met boys. Like, it was really edited, but I had a blast in Barbados. And the other girls pretty much focused on, like, what was going to happen going back to the house. You know, like, it was just crazy.
I see. Now, this week also I got to see, I know everybody had to stray Miss Voodoo. Now, how is Miss Voodoo now?
Oh my God, Miss Voodoo is living. She's getting it cracking. She's actually sitting right next to me. Like, she's on my bed. I love Miss Voodoo. Like, nobody understands. Like, I really love this gal. Like, it's not a joke. Like, I love this gal. And I had to get her a big stand. She's been my good luck charm ever since.
Now, I know they were, like, mistreating her so bad. I think Shelly threw her over the balcony in the house, and
Yes.
she was all ripped apart and everything. Now, you guys went to the museum this week on this week's episode. Now, how did everybody really feel about going? Did they really want to go, or were they just like, we don't want to go?
Oh my goodness, yes, no, nobody wanted to go. Actually, ironically, the only person who was like, well, you know, let's go and, like, let's see, is Shelly. Like, I will say one thing about Shelly, she does like to try new things, like dealing with that, especially if she's living in New Orleans and, like, it's a once in a lifetime experience. She was kind of down to go, but everybody else was like, oh hell no, like, you're gonna take us to this voodoo shop, you know, voodoo. Like, everybody was just, yes, everybody was like scared as hell. And when we walked up to the voodoo shop, that man that was in the back with that red bag over his head, he actually ran out to us and started blowing smoke in our face. Like, it was real scary. I'm not even gonna lie, it was really scary. African music was playing. Like, Nastasia ran out the shop and she started crying. Ellie was crying. Like, everybody was like crying. Like, Kiara was so mad. Like, it was crazy. Like, it literally took us at least 20 minutes to get settled in the voodoo shop. And after the voodoo shop, nobody wanted me to sit, like, in the car with the voodoo down with them. So, like, I literally, like, kept arguing with people about which Jeep I was going to ride in. Like, because both sets of girls didn't want me in neither Jeep with the voodoo down. But I wasn't going to leave with voodoo, so either I walked home or the producers made me get in the car, and that's what happened. Like, it was a lot of drama for that voodoo shop, seriously.
Oh my God, I know. I was watching the episode, and when you guys pulled down Miss Voodoo's feet was hanging out of the window.
Yeah, it was so funny.
Wow. Now, that is why I love Judi. You really have made this season, like, there's been so much going on. It's like you've been the center. Now, Beyonce,
oh my God.
how did you grow being in this house around all of these different personalities?
Well, from the first episode, like, when people pissed me off, you know, I would get drunk and, like, argue with them. But towards the end of the season, it was like I was so drained out from always defending my case and apologizing for even stuff that I didn't do or was doing wrong, that I just stopped arguing. Like, I just learned to have patience and ignore people. Like, seriously, I learned to literally ignore people. They could yell at me all day towards the end of the season, all 6 of them, and I promise I would not hear a word that they said. So I guess it wasn't growing with them, it was growing for me, because obviously in the world I'm going to come across other people who don't like the stuff I do or don't like me or have something negative to say, and I just learned to roll it off my shoulders instead of standing there and arguing and defending my case. So I grew, that's in the way that it grew.
Now, do you think that the season ended on a better term once Priscilla was out of the house and Cheyenne came compared to if Priscilla would have stayed?
I really do the right thing by sending Priscilla home because I know you guys won't get to see it because, like, you know, of course it's edited and they can only show so much and there's going to be bonus clips. But there were times that me and Tasha actually really did get along after Priscilla left. Ironically, no, I'm not like, oh, I'm so classy and fancy, like whatever Tasha has going on. That's not me. But we do have similarities because, like, both of our fathers have their own business. Like, you know, I kind of grew up in the same type of household as Tasha in a way. So we did have some stuff in common, but that's the only reason, like, for me saying, like, okay, Priscilla, it was good that she went home because, yes, I did get to know Tasha. And I feel like Cheyenne deserves to be there anyway. Like, she had a way better attitude. But as far as, like, the season ending, I really don't want to spoil it. We have a few episodes left. I mean, there's a lot more drama to come. Even with Cheyenne, I really can't say which would have been the better choice, honestly.
Wow. I can't wait to see this.
It's crazy. It gets a little more crazier.
This is very anticipating. Now, I know that I've been seeing the previews that you're going to be on Love Games. Now,
yes.
Miss Judi on Love Games, I can't wait to see this. Is Miss Judi, is she acting buck wild on there?
Well, Judi is definitely crazy, and Judi definitely gets it cracking, so this season is going to be really good, I promise you. That's what I have to say. Like, and not only just because of me, but the cast of boys was great. Like, I'm telling you, like, each one of those boys have an amazing personality. They're funny. Like, they were literally made to be, like, in the house with three bad girls. It's going to be such an entertaining season. I really believe season 3 is going to be a really good season.
I can't wait to see this. Now, I know a lot of people, everybody, like, loves Judi. You might hate Judi one week and you love Judi, but I love Judi all the time. But
I love you.
Everybody's favorite line is when you say, I'm Creole. So can you please say that?
I'm Creole. What? I'm Creole. No, seriously, I'm Creole. Gee, I'm Creole.
This is why I love Judi. Now, I thank you so much. Now, can you tell everybody where they can find you?
Yes, thank you for having me. You guys can find me at Judi J Crazy. That's JudiJaiKrazi on Twitter. And you can also go to my website, www.judijcrazy.com. And I'm selling everything. So I'm really excited. Thank you for having me.
We like to party.